guys, hope you all have been well. Today I wanted to do a video on a product that is a holy grail item in my skincare routine, and I do give a lot of credit to this product for help clearing out my skin and to keep my acne at bay, and that is the Panoxyl Aquagel Benzoyl Peroxide. I have used this for quite a while now and I have nothing but great things to say about it. Well, that's a lie. My first experience was pretty horrific, so I'm going to share that story with you, but I cannot live without this because I use it just about every single day. So if you would like to hear my thoughts and experiences on this miracle worker here, then I hope you guys stay tuned. But before I begin, I would like to say that yes, my hair is chopped off, and no, this is not me trying to get a new hairdo for the new year. This is me being very brave because I hate having short hair. It's not that I hate short hair on everyone, I just don't like it on me, and so I'm trying to grow it out all one length, because when I went to Korea my hair went insane because of me. I completely forgot to bring my heat protectant for my hair, and I was flat ironing the crap out of it, thinking nothing of it. When I got home, my hair started falling out and I didn't have that much to begin with. And when the hair started growing back, it was thicker on the top and really thin on the bottom, so I just chopped it off. And I'm going to grow it out and do a better job at protecting my hair. So that is why my hair is short. Some people like it, but as for myself, it's not working. Second thing, and I know some of you are probably noticing it right now, the lighting will go in and out. As I was getting ready for this video, I thought it'd be a really good time to film because the sun was out, but now the clouds and all these things are suddenly appearing out of nowhere and the lighting is just horrible at this time. But I figured, you know, it's not a video where I have to swatch anything or show you colors, so I figured I'd just film regardless of the weather, but I do hope it does clear up. So let's get started with the video. And I forgot to mention that I didn't want this video to be scientific because, to be completely honest, I suck at science and I can spend all day trying to pronounce all these fancy scientific words, but I would have no idea what they meant or what they would do for your skin. So this is purely my experience with the product. From the beginning till now, using benzoyl peroxide, it has been one heck of a ride, let me tell you that. So we're going to start off from the beginning, and I'm going to be as honest as I can be about it. There are a lot of things to consider when you are trying out something as heavy as this is, especially if you have sensitive skin. This isn't lotion. It's very medicated and it's very strong. So when I first started out using benzoyl peroxide, I had no idea what the hell I was getting myself into. But I just knew that Proactive wasn't working. I knew certain soaps and certain facial washes weren't working. Nothing at that point was working. So when I was watching YouTube and hearing about benzoyl peroxide and reading reviews on this product, I was like, you know what the hey, let's give it a go. So I ordered it and I did as the instructions had said. I applied it in small amounts, then gradually build the amount that I had put on my face. And I started out with a 2.5% of the Panoxyl. So I was doing that, and in about a week or two, my skin literally burned. And I'm not talking, you know, like flaky or dry skin. I'm talking a horrible sunburn on my face. And the intense kind of sunburn where if you peel, the skin almost is blackened. I know this sounds disgusting, but this is 100% my experience. And I do remember people mentioning that the skin would burn a lot. And I had previous experience with Proactive where my skin would burn and I would peel a little bit, but nothing this extreme. So I was horrified. I didn't know what was happening. I almost had stopped using the product completely because I was scared about what was happening to my skin. But I stuck with it because, again, people keep saying the first few weeks your skin is going to change and the changes may vary. So in my case, it burned the hell out of my skin. And as disgusting as this may sound, and if you get easily disgusted, then you might want to skip a few seconds, but when the skin would peel off, and again there's like a darkening burn on the skin, it almost looks like sushi wrapper. It was disgusting. I was horrified. I was embarrassed, and I was just literally very scared because I've never ever put anything this strong on my face before, and I did not want to leave my house. It was insane. And the weird thing about it was you didn't really see the effects of the product right away. I was still breaking out, and I had all this dryness and like flakiness. It was just disgusting. I hated it, but I promised myself I was gonna stick to it for a month, and if I didn't see anything, I was gonna stop, because I've done it previously with Proactive and other types of facial washes and soap bars and all these things. Give it a month to see how it works. So it was about 2 weeks in. I was a very unhappy woman, but gradually over time I found that my acne wasn't as violent as it usually was. So I was seeing the progress that was happening with my skin. My skin wasn't burning as bad as it used to, and every time my skin would peel, it wasn't as gross as the first experience. So I stuck with it, and the longer I've stuck with it, the better my skin became. And at this point right now, my skin is probably the best it's been. I don't even remember how long. Like, this is how amazing this stuff is. I don't remember when my skin was ever clear, because I can remember events that happened when I was really young, but I just remember middle school I was very self-conscious about my skin, and I don't remember what my skin was before that. So this product is definitely a lifesaver for me in terms of my acne. I finally found something that works. And as horrifying as my experience was starting out with the product, I am very glad that I stuck with it. And to this day, I'm able to say that my skin looks at least 75 to 80% better than it was when my acne was just, angry and vicious. So right now, I do see still dry patches, and the funny thing is I'm extremely oily. I wasn't even combination. There's like combination oily, there's oily, and then there's me. So I was oily throughout my skin, especially living where I do live. When I'm in cooler areas, I don't get as oily, but the sun and the humidity here is just too intense, and that in conjunction with my skin type is just a hot mess. So I would be oily throughout my face, and excessively oily down my T-zone and right here on my cheek area. I'm still oily in those areas, but nowhere near as oily as I was without using this product. But I do find that around here, the outer portions of my face and my chin in particular, they get dry. I guess now at this point I am combination oily skin, but it's only because of this product. I do go days without using this because I don't want my skin to get used to it, and then this doesn't end up working for me anymore. So I would use it, and when I feel like my skin is clear, there's no acne, I would just use a toner with salicylic acid in it, and that holds me up pretty well. I would say 3 to 5 days without using this, and my skin would still be very good, but I would only go about that long till I would use it again. And I don't use it in the mornings. I only use it at night, because I feel that if I use it twice a day, my skin would be excessively dry and flaky, which is something that I've never experienced until I used this product. I didn't know what dry skin was. So my skin will look all kinds of weird if I were to use this day and night. So at night I would cleanse my face using the Clarisonic and the Purity Cleanser. Then I would tone my face and then apply this, and that would hold me till the next day. And then in the mornings I would just use the toner, because again, I don't want to get excessively dry on my skin. And that routine has worked wonders for me for well over a year. I cannot pinpoint exactly how long I've been using it, but it's been quite a while. And yes, I do continue to be dry, and in some cases it gets a little flaky, but that's when I've used too much of this, and that's usually my cue to kind of put this off to the side and just stick to my toner. And then when my skin gets soft again, I would start using this up. So I've kind of found a balance of when to use it and when not to use it, to keep my face being not excessively oily or not too dry. So if you have acne problems, I think benzoyl peroxide is worth a try. I've heard of so many people that have had amazing results using it, and I surely am one of them. I do believe in it. But like cosmetics and anything else that you put on your body, it works differently for different people. So if nothing else has worked, proactive drugstore and high-end acne cleansers or treatments, maybe this might just do the trick. And I'm not claiming that this has completely cleared my skin. I still get acne from time to time, but that statement in itself was something that I was never able to say. I just always had acne, and now I can say I have acne from time to time. And to put it out there, this is not used for pigmentation on the skin. This is not going to get rid of the darkness on the skin. This is just basically to keep the acne at bay. And I cannot express enough how thankful I am to have this in my life, because a couple weeks ago I had a really bad breakout, and I don't want to get too much into detail with it, but it was because of the sunscreen that I was using. I had only been using a small amount of it because I was using BB cream in conjunction with it, but I realized that my skin was looking better, so I didn't want to put makeup on it. I went with putting more sunscreen on, and my skin went berserk all over my face, which is rare because I usually break out like around here, but I started breaking out everywhere. And I went on acne control, and I was gonna take care of it, and this and my Mario Badescu drying lotion did the trick. I'm left with one, and it's like almost flat, completely gone. You can barely see anything on my forehead, my chin. Just about everything is gone, and I am talking about some cystic acne on my face. It was a horrible breakout. So again, I just want to share with you my experience. If you're suffering with acne, never heard of benzoyl peroxide before, it might be something you might want to look into. I'm not sponsored. I'm not saying go out and get this. I'm just saying it might be the one thing that you're looking for to finally be content with your skin. So if you have any questions about my experience, again, please don't ask scientific questions, because I will not be able to give you the answer. There are a lot of people on YouTube that might be able to help you in terms of those questions, but for me, if you want to know about my experience, any other questions you may have that I didn't address in this video, please feel free to leave them in the comments below or send me a message on my channel, and I will be sure to get back to you. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Until the next video, hope you guys are all doing well and taking really good care of yourselves. Bye.